Before we begin the video, I would like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters: Brianna, Dream Maniacs, Sugar Dog, Infinite Ginger, Rerekura Matamua, The Rixon, Michael Foster, Ethan Bergeron, Joe, Luis Longo, Dave Moore, and Caio Escamilla. Thank you very much for your support. And if you wish to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below in the description to find out more. I'll see you there.
I really dislike talking bad about Adam Sandler. I mean, when I was younger, to me, he was one of the funniest people on the planet. I mean, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Big Daddy, The Waterboy. I mean, hell, a lot of his
water sucks. It really sucks. Is that water
oh, yeah.
sucks? It
really sucks. Well, water sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, that. You see, Adam Sandler to me has always been a very, very funny guy. Almost like a very approachable, funny guy. But for a while, for a while I mean, like around the early 2000, like the mid 2000s, people started to notice his shtick, and it started to really just run downhill fast. I mean, the last film that Adam Sandler starred in that I watched in its entirety and enjoyed was Click.
I don't think I ever even watched that one.
It was the one where he could fast forward time, pause time, like slow time down, stuff like that. He had like a personal remote. And whenever something happened that he wanted to just fast forward through, he did. And the remote had an autopilot feature that pretty much anytime he fast forwarded through something enough times, it would learn that and it would automatically do it for him, and he couldn't stop it. And then turns out he fast forwarded too much and missed out on too much and lived life on autopilot. Got divorced, and all sorts of bad shit happened. And he finds out that his dad died. And actually, one of the more touching moments in an Adam Sandler film was when Adam Sandler goes back. He's like, take me back to the funeral. He's like, and he finds out he wasn't there. And then he's like, take me to the last time I saw him then. And it was a couple weeks before his dad died. And, he rewound to the point where his dad put his hand on his shoulder right before he said goodbye to him for the last time and said, "I love you, son." And then Adam Sandler paused right as his dad was like looking right at him, looks at him and says, "Love you too, Pop." And then it is a very touching moment. And there's very touching moments in Adam Sandler's films. I mean, the whole thing, like the whole dynamic between him and the kid in Big Daddy, the whole dynamic between in Punch Drunk Love, which I never thought I would like, but I watched it and god damn, what a good movie. Holy hell. Did not expect it to be that good. And
Little Nicky, I think, was the last one that I really watched that I liked.
Fair enough. I thought
I know
Little
it's
Nicky was
like a
pretty good.
disliked movie, like among a lot of people, but
it is, but
like as a kid, like in like a middle schooler, I think was when I first saw it. It's fucking hilarious.
I remember quoting that film incessantly in like my 8th or 9th grade year.
You can do it, Ozzy. Bite his freaking head off.
That one, plus the Quentin Tarantino cameo at the beginning. He's like, "You make the Lord very nervous. I'm burning now. I'm burning. Hell's fire's burning me alive." I did that, and my buddy Ryan Bowling.
That's a good quote. You make the Lord very nervous.
I love that quote.
It's a great quote.
But my friend Ryan, he quoted that one time while we were playing dodgeball. And then it was right after he got hit in the head by a big dodgeball, and he was like this. He looked at the kid at him, and he goes, "You make the Lord very nervous," and just walked off. One of the funniest things ever. But yeah, it was good shit, dude. It was a good. It was good, very, very good. So, I and then throughout the late 2000s and the early 2010s, Adam Sandler kept releasing. I know people like Grown Ups, you know, it made a lot of money, but a lot of people started to see, and the majority of his films weren't hitting like they used to. And then he signed a deal with Netflix and decided to do some exclusive stuff on there. The one that stuck with me as to... There was a gnat flying over his drink. He doesn't want his monster to be ruined. But out of all of his films during that late 2000s, 2010s run, there's one that a lot of people universally say is probably his worst film. Jack and Jill. And I've ran into a lot of people who, you know, some of my oldest friends who are Adam Sandler fans, even they see this film and are just perplexed at how bad it is. And I've never seen this film. I have no desire to see this film.
Same.
But he recently...
I barely have a desire to see this video about this film.
Well, here's the thing about Adam Sandler nowadays, though. Adam Sandler actually has sort of calmed down a little bit on the types of movies that he's doing, and instead he's actually taking a little bit more time with them. And he's actually, for instance, he released a comedy special not too long ago called 100% Fresh. There was a part of it that I watched that while watching it I couldn't help but cry because I realized just how much Adam Sandler missed this guy, Chris Farley.
Yeah.
And you and me, we know who Chris Farley is.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there know who Chris Farley is. And it showed just how much of an impact that Chris Farley had on Adam's life. And you see that throughout his films. Because, for instance, the first film he made after the death of Chris Farley... I think the first film that went to full completion was Little Nicky, in which my favorite part of that was like at the end where they were displaying what happened to people in the future or in the after the movie was over, and it showed like his dad struck up a relationship with Cher and the Blair Witch, and his mom fell in love at first sight with Heaven's new fitness instructor, Chris Farley. To which I was just like, "Ah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet right there." I couldn't help but applaud that. But yeah, hopefully Adam Sandler here in the next little bit will. I'm hoping. He's had a few good things here recently, and I'm hoping it all turns around. Or hoping that he reaches new heights or reaches new better heights. I really hope so. But yeah, Jack and Jill review by the Nostalgia Critic. Here we go. Jesus.
Maybe you should turn it down a bit.
What?
Maybe you should turn it down a bit.
Okay.
Critic?
Doug?
Okay.
Is he hiding so he doesn't have to do this?
Yeah, he's probably in like the bathroom, no, he's at
Nostalgia
home.
Critic? Who?
Nostalgia Critic, is this your car out here?
Just a sec. Could you open the door, please? Yeah, just a sec. Just a sec.
He's ready.
Jimmy Critic, you have to review Jack and Jill.
I don't wanna. You have to. I don't wanna. Seriously, Critic, get a hold of yourself. Think about it. It's just Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the first film in history to win a Razzie Award in every category, Jack and Jill. This is a film so infamously despised that even the trailer got people deeming it the worst movie ever. Hell, the mere idea got people saying it's the worst movie ever. Adam Sandler has a twin sister who, what a shock, is loud, loves farts, and has no distinct character outside of an unfunny voice. You got an hour and a half of that, baby. The common comparison is that it looks like one of the fake movies made up in Adam Sandler's dramatic comedy, Funny People, mocking the cheap humor of his films. But this isn't satire, this is real life, where dreams go to die. It appears on a ton of worst films ever list. It's said to be Sandler's worst even by Adam Sandler movie standards. And for some reason, we gotta take a look at it. Let's not waste any time as we have a whole film that's gonna do that. This is Jack and Jill. It opens with a collection of twins talking about what it's like to be twins on the set of a milk commercial.
Being a twin is like being a married couple, and you can't divorce her.
I just knew going in I'd be comparing this to When Harry Met Sally.
We just make these sounds, it's like,
Despite it being kind of grating, why do I feel like this annoyance is still gonna be the best part of the movie? Up, cut to a baby farting. So far my assumption's correct. Give them credit that even from the start, they don't try to make the sister look like a girl, they just dress up a pair of twin boys. Granted, Sandler's amazing ability to create fleshed out characters through strangling cat noises doesn't go unappreciated. Can we cut to a voice slightly less annoying?
Hold it. Cut! Jack, are you watching this?
Well, I did say just slightly.
Hey,
It looks like
Regis.
Sandler is on the set of a commercial or an unused Dana Carvey show sketch as he plays
Oh,
Jack,
God,
an ad
that was
executive
Dana.
who. Oh my God! An ad executive? Really? Really? Okay, look, I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but here's the thing: Sandler's films are infamously known for their product placements. They're always trying to sneak in advertisements. Well, not sneak as much as violently bludgeon you with.
Man, it's you who is good.
Popeye's chicken. You might want some Cinnabon.
Reese's peanut butter cup and some Gatorade.
So now, they literally just make him an ad executive. Just cut through the shit, he's gonna be surrounded by ads. And after the opening credits, how many plugs do we have?
We may lose Dunkin' Donuts. Well, never say never.
Holy
you didn't.
crap! No, you know what? I better not say that. That might sound like an ad for Pepto. It could only get worse by making it the focus of the story, play it.
They want Al Pacino
To do a commercial?
They got this new coffee drink, the Dunkachino. Dunkachino, Al Pacino, they sound alike.
Oh yeah, that's his mission throughout the entire film, trying to get Al Pacino to advertise the Dunkachino.
Remember, you didn't think we could get Brad Pitt to do that Radio Shack commercial.
Oh my God, stop! Stop! Christ, I could go for a Diet Coke right now. Oh my God, it's working on me and I didn't even know it. We're up to 4 product placements in the first 4 minutes. That's a product placement per minute. For the love of insert your ad here.
Oh, I need a break from all that assault on my frickin' eyes from all the advertising. Man, I really could go for some Jimmy John's right now. How's that monster, Nick? You know, better go with a Sprite instead. Totally not sponsored. Totally not sponsored.
But we could be.
Yes, your move.
I actually never eat at Jimmy John's, but
Man, I really love my Apple phone.
I would definitely eat at Jimmy John's if they sponsor me.
I've never eaten at Jimmy John's either. This is actually sitting here from Chad's band practice the other night.
Oh, okay.
It was just sitting over there, and I looked over, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh, Jimmy John's. That might be a thing. Gosh. All right. Let's keep going.
Just tell a story!
Where were you? I've been waiting forever for you.
Go back to the product placements! Go back to the product placements! So, believe it or not, that's Sandler as the twin sister.
No
Who flew in for
shit.
Thanksgiving on American Airlines. Are you sure Adam Sandler himself isn't a product by this point?
He is.
Now, Jill is different from Sandler's wide range of characters who are loud, high-pitched, and have a lisp, because this one also has boobs. Oh wait, he's done that before. There is no difference between this and his other characters.
No.
Oh, and she also has a talking bird, which I guess could be funny, but it literally just says one catchphrase.
Where were you? Where were you? Where were you?
Even if you were gonna do that, couldn't it be something funny at least it says over and over? Like, learn how to say Subway, you dumb bird! I'm gonna lose my job if I don't teach you this product placement, dumb bird! Not that the other two loud parakeets that are never funny are much better. Oh, those are both Adam Sandler. Sorry, they blend. So we cut to Sandler's Thanksgiving, which comprises of a homeless man, a girl in a pilgrim costume, a boy who tapes things to himself, and Katie Holmes. Why is Katie Holmes the strangest thing in that lineup? And it looks like they all sit down to eat dinner.
The house looks amazing. You got a new chandelier?
Yeah.
I love the old one.
You ever wonder what would happen if Linda from Bob's Burgers took on the identity of any of the Monty Python actors in drag? You haven't. You shouldn't, but you are now. Thanks, movie.
I'm allowed out here once a year, so I tend to miss things.
Sophie just got her green belt in karate.
I didn't even know she did karate. But I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now.
Trust me, Christ, you're not alone.
I'm like Jimmy Stewart at the end of that movie, the one with they're in Pottersville.
Okay, we all know what this joke's gonna be. They're gonna say A Wonderful Life, and she's not gonna believe them. Next.
It's a Wonderful Life?
No, with Jimmy Stewart, the one where he meets the angel.
It's a
Next!
Wonderful Life.
Why do you keep saying that?
Next.
No, the one where he falls in the pool.
My God, we're not at Little Nicky levels yet, but sweet Jesus, we're tight-roping there.
Ooh, Magadodo, Pagogo.
I can't stand you being here.
It's like a white Medea Thanksgiving, except there's two Medeas. Stop running that down, Tyler Perry!
I can actually... Medea's long-lost twin sister, also named Medea.
I just love the...
Bang!
That was fucking great.
It's those little touches like that.
That made this video worth watching at least.
It's really awkward. I'm gonna go.
A little too calm and collected, though. Jill gets upset and runs outside, leading to, oh joy, more screaming.
I'm sleeping out here in the woods. At least the animals will be nice. Oh!
15 minutes in and already I'm praying for nuclear annihilation.
Yeah.
I knew you didn't love me, God. It looks like the family has a gardener named Felipe. He's about as funny as everything else.
When immigration shows up, I do a great impression of a tree. I'm kidding.
Ooh, strong. All right. Jay Leno better watch his back.
A legit comparison. Jill says she wants to stay longer at the house, and Jack begrudgingly agrees. Yeah, this was supposed to be an American Girl doll plug, but they remember they like having customers. As if things weren't incestuously creepy enough. That is actually what you wake up to in hell. Or at least it probably should be. Stop writing that down, Satan! No! They go on The Price is Right because somebody has blackmail photos
Drew
of somebody,
Carey.
and Jill gets to spin the...
Probably Drew Carey. They probably got blackmailing photos of Drew Carey. It's like, this is a picture of when you were fat. Oh God, okay, you can come on the show.
Wheel.
Good luck to you.
Just knocked herself out.
To knock her out.
That was slightly funny, at least.
There's nothing there to knock her out.
Seconds. I'll count my blessings. They partake in a trailer shot with 6 reminders to drink Coke. Oh, trust me, I'll be seeing lots of Coke after this film is over. As Jill's cell phone goes off.
Okay, and you turn the heat off? All the way off, though. Jill, please stop talking.
Oh my God.
You're just confusing the audience. No Adam Sandler viewer would interpret this as rude. To make Jill feel better after apparently Jack was acting out of line, according to his idiots.
Maybe she's lonely and she needs someone to get her through the holidays.
He sets her up for online dating and lies on her profile to get a lot more dates.
I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
Oh, I'll help you.
What's she gonna wear?
What are you gonna wear, Daddy? In hell?
I'll give the film a smirk point on that one. The date is, of course, cameo number 50, who is shocked to find who he's going out with.
I live in the Bronx, and I don't have any children.
You know, Sandler, I'm aware we both got our kind of anti-humor thing going on, but wow, are you anti-humor?
Hello?
He ends up hanging on the light in a bathroom for dozens of minutes to escape, because just going out the door made too much sense. As Jill reveals how bad her date went.
Oh, Stop it already! Why do you put so much pressure on me? No one's ever gonna love me. I'm a loser.
Well, I'll give the film this. It's great insect repellent.
Oh, God, I'm an idiot.
Why are you an idiot?
I mean, we know why. We just really want to hear you say it. Jack feels bad about setting her up, so he takes her to a basketball game that, it just so happens, Al Pacino is at.
What's going on with the beard, man?
I don't want people to know I'm in an Adam Sandler movie.
Honestly, if we're going by current movie roles, Depp should be the one in the beard. Jack tries talking to Al Pacino, and, of course, Pacino falls in love with Jill.
Compliments of Mr. Pacino.
What?
It's a dead horse's head. And hey, if you think Depp's cameo doesn't age well, check this one out.
Just Jared's fine.
Oh! 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 Oh my God! Product placement backfire big time. Jesus Christ.
Oh, now I understand who that is.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I bet Subway's regretting that. Jesus Christ.
At least it was a really bad movie. So nobody's going to watch it and find out he's there, except for us.
Except us.
Oh, Jared, if he was around, he'd be with me and not with the two hookers.
Which, by the way, aren't they a little older than what you're used to?
Check out this strangeness when it's revealed that somebody there is an atheist.
This guy doesn't believe in God?
No,
I'm just idiots like you really make me mad! Fight! Fight!
Wait,
fight!
Michael Irvin and Bill Wait a second. John McEnroe, Michael Irvin, and Bill Romanowski. What the f*** am I watching?
Fight!
Okay, them singling him. Okay, no, this takes place in New York City. There's no more atheists in New York per capita than almost anywhere else in the country. I think maybe San Francisco and LA have them beat, but still, no one's gonna berate an atheist at a party like that. Not even in 2012. I'm sorry.
You hear those bodies falling? That's just another piece of comedy dying. But Al Pacino finds out about their get-together and follows Jill.
Don't be startled, it's only me.
You alone? Not so scary. You in a Jack and Jill movie? Terrifying.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
None of these people read this script before they agreed to do this shit?
No, I guarantee Adam Sandler just threw a few $100,000 at them and said, "Hey, can you make a cameo in my movie?" Yeah, sure. I don't got anything better to do. Especially Bill Romanowski, because last time I checked, not many people like Bill Romanowski. Because, well, on the football field, he was an asshole. The man was one of the dirtiest players ever to play, and he's actually infamous for spitting on people while they're like jawing at him. He just hawks loogies at them, just like ugh, right in people's faces.
That's assault.
Yes, it is, and damn. Albeit he's not Vontae's perfect. Vontae's perfect, he deserves to get tuned up 1,000 times
takes Jill
over.
to his home, and I know this is going to sound insane, but Al Pacino's love for her is awkwardly hilarious. He's weirdly into it.
It is time for my salvation. I found the one woman with all her rough hewn charm who will lead me back to sanity.
Even when he has her do something as stupid as play ball in his office, leading to, what? Something breaking! He's still pretty damn funny through it.
I'm sure you have others, though.
You'd think it, but oddly enough, I don't.
And movies like this is why. Oh, but hell with that, we have Felipe's birthday party to go to. Can't overlook that.
Look, these are my kids. Jose Jr. y Josefina. They all look like my wife, thank God.
Awesome. Is there a Chinese festival going on too? Maybe we can break out the Breakfast at Tiffany's makeup for Rob Schneider.
Never had Mexican food.
Never show that woman again, for the love of God.
Please.
You're gonna show her a lot, aren't you?
Angelina.
You know, why don't you just show show the robbers of joy, constantly stealing all happiness from you. When your self-love returns, they will purge it with this film. Oh no, she got knocked out. Better feed her jalapenos because, you know, Mexicans! You know, that joke was so funny and such good commentary. Let's do it twice. Yes! Peppers are Mexicans' life juice. It's funny because the people that wrote this joke are going to hell. Meanwhile, Pacino breaks into Jack's house to find Jill and comes across her sweat stains on the bed. Oh. Al Pacino said yes to this. But then again, this is old Al Pacino. Young Al Pacino probably would have done this to the movie.
Probably, yeah.
So Pacino tells him that if Jack gets him Jill, he'll do the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. I mean, come on. How can he not go for a person like this?
I spent the day at Felipe's picnic where I finally felt welcomed. By everybody.
I think this is how every Sandler script is written. Line, fart. Line, fart. Line.
I spent the day at Felipe's picnic.
Fart. Line.
By everybody.
Fart. It's an elegant dance of shit. Pacino takes a call literally in the middle of a play. Again, surprisingly kind of funny. As Jack can't seem to convince Jill to go on a date with Pacino, so of course he dresses up like her on a cruise to meet up with him. The bathroom attendant even straightens him out, so to speak. Aw, I guess. Pacino flies a helicopter overhead and picks him up. In keeping with Pacino being the only semi-entertaining thing in this, we get our first legit laugh-out-loud joke.
I used to raise pigeons.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, that was Brando.
Oh!
Shit, that was a really good joke, too. We had such a good record going. Don't worry, though.
Okay.
It gets more awkward.
I will give credit. That actually is pretty funny.
That went over my head.
Okay. I'll explain that.
Ridiculous? Right. No.
I feel so empty. Why does this make me feel so empty?
Because it's pointless.
Sure enough, Jill calls and finds out that he's pretending to be her, breaking her poor little heart. Because I am so ready to have an emotional scene with this character. I think I'd cry more over this guy.
Oh.
But okay, here's a classic setup. We know exactly where this is gonna go, but they can't possibly screw it up, right? Damn it! Even when you know what's coming, it's done wrong!
Yep.
We know exactly what he's gonna do and that she's obviously gonna hit him, so you gotta deliver it a little differently. Like here's a different edit of the same scene. That works better because it allows us to put the pieces together. It doesn't have to be spelled out. It respects our intelligence. And I know it...
I get that. You know, like, all of a sudden you cut to the inside of the bathroom, and then pow, he's inside the bathroom.
Comes flying through the door.
Yeah, we know what exactly happens. We know exactly what happens.
That makes sense.
It's ironically stupid thinking Jack and Jill would respect our intelligence, but I'm sorry, I have to have some hope for something! Jack realizes he betrayed his sister, though, and he gets back on the cruise ship.
You were Al Pacino, weren't you?
You're good.
Jill was right. You are a weirdo.
And I married Tom Cruise! Speaking of weirdos, David Spade is in this movie, too. Let's see if they use him to his full potential. Yeah, sounds about right.
Where have you been hiding, hon?
I was visiting my brother.
God, you're hot.
But Jack appears to tell Jill just how much she means to him in their secret language.
Ukmagadodo. Poki. Gogo tu aire. Nani poki. Para mi.
You know, it's only a matter of time before Sandler films got so bad at being sentimental that even his gibberish is trying to sound emotional. But Lady Spade insults Jack's wife, so Jill insults Lady Spade, and Lady Spade tackles Jack's wife. And Al Pacino comes in as Don Quixote.
Repeto dubato.
All of this feels justified.
Oh my God, is that Colonel Sanders?
No, that was earlier.
Your purity befits a knight more worthy than I. Go to him. He waits for you.
You know, Pacino, I was actually enjoying your weird, but then you went and made it weird.
It's a foul monster. Foul.
Let's just go. You don't care how the scene ends, do you? I hope not. They go to see Felipe, who apparently shoveled all the fake snow off his house. Seriously, it looks like shaving cream popcorn. And Felipe confesses his love to Jill. Because that was the thing, apparently. A happy ending, or so they tell us. But hey, I don't think we plug Dunkin' Donuts enough.
What's my name? Dunkachino. It's a whole new game. Dunkachino. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
So this is a mental breakdown. It's not as scary as I thought. Pacino is supposed to give his thoughts on the commercial at the end, but you know what? Let's just show what he's really talking about.
Burn this.
I'm sorry?
All copies. Destroy them.
I couldn't agree more. Jack and Jill is Jack shit and Jill shit. The only thing it has going for it is, oddly enough, Al Pacino's weird-ass performance. I hate to say it, but his dedication steals the show and can be funny once in a while. Aside from that, though, it's pretty much as annoying, grating, and painfully obnoxious as you would expect. If you can't figure out this is gonna be a stinking pile, then maybe you deserve the awful film you got coming to you. For me, if it looks like a dump and smells like a dump, it must be Jack and Jill. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember.
So, where do you want us to put these?
Release it after you bury every copy of this movie ever made.
But we can't do that.
Oh, we'll find a way. No worries, we can totally get that done for you. See you later. We'll find it. We'll do it. Okay.
Every copy.
Pretty sure that I have seen a copy of that somewhere at someone's house that I know.
I saw it at a gas station bargain bin. It was marked down to pretty much like $1. And I even think that's too steep. You would have to pay someone to take this film off your hands. And look, here's the thing about this. Okay,
you should buy that copy from the gas station. Leave with it, take it back with the receipt after you open it, and just tell them there was no movie on the disc. Like, it was defective. There wasn't actually a movie on the disc, because you wouldn't be lying, technically. Just they have to defect it out.
Or I could just buy it and then use it for target practice. I mean, I have been needing to go shoot for a while now, and I wouldn't mind destroying something.
Yeah, but if you take it back and give it back to them and they defect it out, they had to give your money back for it. So there was no money that went to the studio for making the movie.
True.
Or I guess maybe they still. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't think they get money if a
I don't.
defective.
I don't want to waste brain power thinking about how a studio makes money from a movie this bad.
Yeah, that's true.
This is terrible. This is. Like, okay, there's something very curious to me. The like and dislike ratio on this video. 13,000 downvotes. This was after the whole, it came
out around the
change
time
the
of
channel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because the top comment is, I like how people are disliking this due to the controversy, but to people completely out of the loop, it makes it look like a bunch of people are just upset he badmouthed Jack and Jill.
God, dude, this came out last year and a half ago. Damn. Look, the whole change the channel controversy. I mean,
yeah, and despite the fact that happened, look at the number of likes on this video.
30,000.
30,000 people can think for themselves.
Yes.
And put together facts and realize that there's just a lot of people talking mad shit.
There you go. And I know there's going to be people down below in the comments. Yeah, I can hear you now, you little shits. Saying all these... Yeah, the comment section did not age... This comment section did not age well. Exactly. People keep... I was curious, so I dipped into the comment section. Almost didn't get out alive. This review is way better than the actual movie. I agree with that.
Find it hilariously ironic that Pacino dropped out of Despicable Me 2 a month before its release, yet stayed aboard this sinking ship, right?
That's how it goes, man. Remember when everyone thought Doug was dead and people actually cared about the controversy? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah. Jack and Jill fans, all three of them. Keemstar like drama queen. Okay, that's good. So, all the people jumped on the dislike train on the critics' videos around this time because of all the controversy surrounding, you know, the former creators and all that on Channel Awesome. And look, here's the thing that I've learned from outrage. If there is actual evidence behind it, then something will come of that outrage. However, if there's not much behind it and it's just jilted ex-employees or jilted former like workmates or ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriends, then usually the controversy dies out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially nowadays. Well, I say that, but there's certain cases where it isn't. But with this, I mean...
Well, there's always people who choose never to inform themselves to the contrary on certain things.
Yeah.
Like, I've made the mistake myself, like Keemstar. A long time ago, I was basically, like, shown all this stuff that basically suggested that Keemstar was a giant piece of shit. And it wasn't until recently when I talked to you about Keemstar that I actually went back and found out that that was all just a bunch of, like, fucking assholes making shit up, basically. Like other YouTubers basically trying to sabotage him. And he's actually, he's kind of a obnoxious, a bit of a pompous dude, I guess. Not really obnoxious, he's pompous. He's kind of pompous, in my opinion.
He is.
But he's not actually as big of a piece of shit as they were making him out to be. He's not really a piece of shit at all, like from what I've seen, you know.
Yeah.
That was all just some random bullshit that people made up. And I kind of feel bad for, like, actually jumping on that. And then the whole, like, pro Jared thing, you know. It's like whenever that started happening, like, I didn't really know anything about him. I was just like, well, yeah, that looks like the kind of dude that would do shit like that whenever I saw him. Now I feel bad because, like, that's come out that, like, basically he was not in the wrong on any of that. And it was basically his wife just making shit up.
And you see, here's the thing behind it all. I reserve judgment until I hear all the facts. You see, this is one reason why I don't jump on controversy bandwagons like so many people out there. I know there's people out there like Yellow Flash and Review Tech USA who jump on that and they make a living off that. That's how they do it. That's how they operate.
Luckily, Rich has gotten a little more neutral about things with his news than he used to be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'm glad for that. But at the same time, they live off controversy.
Yeah.
Whereas controversy on our
if
end...
controversy happens, they're going to talk about it.
Whereas controversy on our end, the only stuff that we've discussed and talked about... I mean, I maintained a middle-of-the-road approach to it. It was back when the Fine Brothers did the whole thing where they tried to copyright the word react so that people could not copy their format, which... To be honest, guys, you don't own the format. You weren't the first to do it. And just because you own a channel named React doesn't mean that you own the whole format, which back then we were under the same umbrella as them. We were on the full screen umbrella. And we actually got released by Full Screen, I think about 2.5 years ago. And ever since then, we've been on our own. And so far, things have been going pretty good for us. But that being said... while we were under the umbrella with them, I reserved judgment until I heard the whole story and the facts from everyone. And turns out it was all true. And then, of course, there was the whole where's the fair use thing with the Nostalgia Critic when 2 of his videos got taken down, even though they were completely within fair use and everything. And there was also Ethan and Ela from H3H3 having the whole thing going on with Matt Haas Zone all going on. And where's the fair use was a question that was asked a lot, and thankfully, fair use came down on the side of YouTube creators most of the time. I mean, the only time I can really think of it didn't work was when Ray William Johnson got lost a case against Jukin Media, where he tried to use the clip as part of his clip show. I think =3. I think was was what he used it on. but Jukin Media came after him and said, we own this clip where the person sent it in to us. You have no right to use it without our authority, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Even though Ray wrote all sorts of jokes around it and everything like that, within parody lawsuit, within parody law and everything, within fair use. But, yeah, the whole thing is just... It was a whole, like, big problem that no one could really solve. And, yeah... And thankfully, though, here recently things have loose-lipped on it a little bit, even though we've experienced a fair share of bullshit ourselves from Sony Music of Japan. Thank you very much for that. Almost tanking our channel for about 6 months straight. Jackasses. And then, of course, there's, you know, a few other things here and there. We've had requests from people to have our videos, to remove our videos and everything. And... you know, we've done it anyway, strictly because. But that is what it is. Eventually, outrage dies down, and thankfully, saner heads prevail as time goes on. Most of the time. I mean, there's still people misquoting certain things from a couple years ago, and even when they're shown all the evidence to the contrary, showing that, no, that's not in fact what was said, this is what was said, they still plug their ears and go la 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 because it's what they want to believe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not healthy, guys. It's not healthy to live like that. But again, yeah, Jack and Jill, Nostalgia Critic. I have not seen this film, but I did enjoy this review. This review was very funny. And yeah. I hope that the critic continues to put out this quality of stuff. I mean, it looks like he has. I mean, you look at all these videos over here. Each of them has over 1 million views. Well, most of them have over 1
I
million
will also
views.
say that somehow there appear to be people that are way shittier than like some of the things that are suggested that have been done by like channels that cancel culture attempted to get a hold of and outrage culture attempted to get a hold of but failed. And yet these people are still fucking around. And I don't understand that shit.
Look at
like
PewDiePie,
fucking,
dude. The Wall Street Journal came after PewDiePie. And...
No. I'm talking people who are pieces of shit.
Oh.
Like Onision.
Ooh.
Like, you can censor that if you want. I don't really want him coming after us or anything.
Okay, I'll say this about Onision. The sooner that man is off the internet and is never able to make videos again, especially concerning the bullshit that he's tried to spin, the better. I mean...
It's just like there's some other people that have been accused of like things that just like seem harmless and compared to the shit that he's straight up been like proven to have done.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, how does this fucker still have an audience and still exist on the internet? Like,
you know
I don't
why?
understand.
I'm a banana. That's it.
Like,
That's it. He's known as a shitty meme.
I'm not gonna lie, I cracked the fuck up at his Batman video back in the day, but then he fucking put it to where you have to pay him money to even watch that video on YouTube now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, alright, I don't give a shit about you anymore then. And then I found out that he's actually a huge piece of shit for like multiple reasons, like a long list of reasons.
Yes.
Like someone listed them out on Facebook the other day and I was like, you know, that's a good ass point. Like, they were like, how is this person even still on the internet? And they listed, like, in the comment, like, all the shit he's done. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, he's like the super villain of online.
Yeah, and...
he's like, fucking, I don't know what you would call him. I guess he's almost like... I don't even want to give him the credit of comparing him to a super villain, but he's, like, definitely, like, the most evil, like, villain on the internet.
He's definitely up there.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit in a lot of ways.
I just feel like he's going to come after us for this fucking video. Or some shit.
Bring it. Bring it. I will delight in ripping you a new asshole. I will delight in it.
There's been a dude that Andrew's been watching that I watch with him sometimes that's just been ripping his asshole open constantly. It's just, that's what he does on YouTube now, is he just like, you know, like puts the shit on Onision out there for people to see. And Onision has replied to him a couple times and he comes back with videos being like, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me. Yeah.
It's like, it's not my fault you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Own up to it. Be a man. Own up to your shit. Like, I've done stupid stuff. I own up to it. I own up to me making mistakes and everything. But at the same time, you know, when variances of opinion are out there, I don't pretend that that my opinion's better than anyone else's.
You also don't make stupid mistakes such as destroying protected swamplands in the backyard of your
Oh, that's
house.
right.
Shit like that.
That's
too.
right. It's like, I really want to put this
Stupid
back
mistakes, as in like you can not like just purposefully go do that.
No, you can't. It's protected swampland, bruh. Anyway, we bitched.
They tell you that when you buy your fucking property.
Yeah. All right, we bitched enough. We bitched enough on this stuff. We're going to keep going with this.
I actually don't know how we got to the.
I don't know either, man.
whatever.
I've just chosen to just roll with the punches and just keep everything going.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this was Jack and Jill by the Nostalgia Critic. Good God, what a terrible fucking movie. If you all like the original video and want to subscribe to Doug Walker's channel, aka Channel Awesome, feel free to click the link down below in the description. Also, ring that bell. Also, if you want to like the video, we greatly appreciate it. Head over here right below Nick's feet, and you will see the subscribe button and the little bell that you can ring to stay notified. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you all in the next one. Peace out.